Good morning! This is, quite the morning so far. Just finishing setting a few things up here. Okay, OBS. Good morning! I am tired. I am not a morning person. And the puppy was very, very extra all night. That's life, I suppose. So, I figure this morning I could, go ahead and get started with some doodles, I guess. I figure that, maybe I could draw, like, a riddle chibi or something. I don't know. I need to pull up some reference art. Yes, okay, let me see here. Okay. Let me just forgive me while I set this up. I'm getting reference images at the ready so I can actually make a semi-accurate chibi. Good morning! It is nice seeing you in chat, Z. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started with Riddle. I actually was already drawing some stuff today, but just a little sneak peek here. I'm gonna try to make a new model because I feel like my artistic ability has improved. So, sneak preview here. So pretty much the way that I typically start out, once I get, like, whatever reference images that I need. There we go. Okay, I need to, like, I'm gonna make this canvas bigger. I'm gonna do 1,000 by 1,000. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do 800. Yeah. Okay. And that way I can see Riddle fully. I mean, I can always just, like, I can always, what do you call it? Make the canvas smaller later. So go ahead over here. So when I'm making a chibi, the way that I kind of go about it, I got this as my reference. Okay, I'm gonna just, I don't know why I made an extra layer. Forgive me for being so scattered this morning, just lots of puppy. Lots of puppy this morning. I usually like to rename my layers. I don't really know that there's an easier way than just doing the convert layer thing. Because if I try to like double click or whatever, it just opens up the properties of layer, and that's not what I want. So, I'm gonna go ahead, think, and like shrink you down in size a bit, Riddle. Okay. So, how am I gonna go about this? Hello, Fallen. Hello, hello. Good morning. I'm trying to think of the best way to go about doing my own style of chibi. Okay, I got the stabilization up pretty well right now. Usually I start out with just like a really basic circle. That was a terrible what do you call it? Like line swipe, whatever you want to call it. And yes, my art is always this messy at first because, I mean, I was never trained by anyone who actually knew what they were doing, so I just kind of come in here and get basic proportions. Okay. Looking like a teddy bear. Okay, okay. Alright. So now for actual, like, sketching. I'm gonna turn down that. And then... So his eyes have a little bit... They're a little bit, stiff as far as, like, the lash line goes. And his eyebrows are very thin. So I think what I'm gonna do, and he has kind of not quite a point for his chin, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and like create the basic head shape. I always start with the head. I don't know if that's the right way to do it. I always start with the head. And it actually starts to form more of like a head shape. And you got his little ear, which may or may not show up in the final drawing, but I'm just putting that there for reference. So now I have actually a little bit more. I know that the eyes need to be aligned with the ears. So I don't really know what pose he's gonna do yet either. I'm just kind of winging this. I'm not sure I've ever mentioned this or not, but I've never really, like, I did fan art when I was younger. But, like, I've never done fan art as an adult. Unless you count making these, like, chibi and stuff. But, like, I drew the model, so is that really considered fan art? That's just the basic eye shape. I don't know. I think it's probably gonna get closer together again. Basic eyebrow. Not even really doing like a full eyebrow because like he doesn't even really have like a full eyebrow. Being it's a chibi, nose doesn't really necessarily need to be there, but it's good to know about where mouth is. The chin's about there. Putting the mouth about here, line with where everything should be. And his eyes are very round, so I think I'm probably gonna keep that with the chibi style. Maybe he's like doing like a little huff, like the arms going to the side like that. Maybe because he's short. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So then he would be like, I would be like looking down this way. And that's a little bit thinner because of perspective and all that jazz. So, got like a pupil. A little highlight. That's how I do. I don't know why I always do like all my eyes as far as like the highlights and stuff the same. Maybe because it just always looks nice. I don't know. This is not looking like Riddle yet. Oh, we will get there. I hope. So one of the trademarks with Riddle is definitely his hair. And then he's got his little crown. So his crown is a jester crown. Or it's similar to like a jester crown. So like, I guess I could put it like right here. I'm not really gonna put much detail into it right now. I'm just gonna put it there to remind myself. I gotta draw that in. And then he has like, almost like antennas. I don't know what's going on with his hair. I like the design. Then he's got like that kind of in the middle of the face hair. And if you notice, like right here, it kind of comes to like, not really a part. Up this just a wee bit. Make it easier to see when I'm like going back through. Kind of got like almost like antenna, and they kind of cross. I'm gonna kind of, they only barely cross. And then got okay. And then the rest of his hair. I do not know how I'm gonna do the rest of his hair. So, seeing he has like the side bangs kind of frame his face. It's like, it's almost like an M. I'm gonna do like, and he has like one bang that kind of like intrudes upon the face. This just sucks. This just sucks. I'm sure it will look better when... Maybe I need to make that bigger, more chibi-fied. I'll figure it out, I think, after I finish shaping the head, because it's like a big part of it. It's got like little... There we go. I know that these lines are probably real distracting. Can't really do much about them, they're my guidelines, so. Okay, so for the rest of Riddle, there is no way all of this is going to fit into a chibi design, so I'm gonna need to get creative in how like I do this here. Now I know the rose is really important. He has like a cape that kind of comes around. How does that look when he is like the other way? Because like if I want his arms to be crossed, maybe I need to look at additional references here. There's also pictures, including the groovified art, like with him without his like robe thing. So maybe that can be a point of reference here, because I'm not sure how exactly. I mean, it's a chibi. And if you look at the piece of Riddle, I'm gonna come in here. Another fun little reference image here. Like you can see, he doesn't really have like the capey do, whatever you want to call it. He doesn't have his rose either, but he does have everything else. Like maybe I could do Riddle without the capey do. I'm gonna hide that layer. Problem solving 101. Avoid your issues. Yeah, so... yeah, your face is gonna have to be more narrow. I'm gonna, like, do this number. Do edit. Transform. Transform. Let's squish you. Yes. Squish you. That is looking better already. Okay. Now how exactly does that, like... okay, so that little sash thing doesn't really come around the checkerboard. So... looking at this one, he still has like this charm roped around his shoulder and dangling over. Are those keys? They look like keys. So yeah. Oh, okay. So I can't really show the popped collar thingamajig. I'm not sure what to call that, but I can show this ribbon here. So that would kind of, whoops, wrong tool and wrong layer. Drawing on the wrong layer is never a good idea. It always leads to bad results. So I think maybe I'll do like this. It's gonna be hard to see. At least for now. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's too far away. Because he has like the crown like right here. And then it like comes out from the sides. It, like comes out from the sides. And then down like that. You know, you really gotta appreciate the amount of like work that went into the designs on the characters. Like, I absolutely love this aesthetic. I don't know how to naturally draw that, even using references. I also feel bad for whoever had to do the live 2D on it, because that's just insanity. Okay, so right here, this was like part of the shirt. And then he had like the heart that came around and like folds over. Because it's like part of this. And over here, that's still there. The Artsbule? I'm not sure how to say it. But like it's a ribbon, I'm guessing for the house. So if the heart thingamajig is coming like this, coming around, we got like the little lining here. Darken this up so it's easier for me to see. This is just my life whenever I'm drawing a new character I've never drawn before. And then I know this one comes around this side, and it like, it's a little early. It doesn't quite go all the way down, it doesn't look like. Maybe it does, but in this picture it doesn't look like it does. So then we got that part of the design. Now, being that he's a chibi, obviously some simplifications need to be done. So I could do like a little circly do with the H and do the little this thing, and then like have the thing end here, around, as you know, it's got to go all the way around, and then he's got like these little frills up here, along with another rose. I never noticed that rose, but I guess that's what happens whenever you try to draw someone. Okay. So I know that the cape kind of comes out here. This part of like the cape thingy. But it's not quite the full thing. Like if I can't really see it here either. Maybe I could just do it like that. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as I go. I'm gonna look at some more references here because I kind of want to see the chibi riddle, because all of the characters have their own chibis, which you see in like the twist tunes and stuff. Oh my goodness, I see a really cute one that was drawn by someone that was for like Halloween. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for actual official artwork here. Without opening up Twisted Wonderland because I am too lazy right now. There's a lot of really cute fan art of Riddle. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, most of like the chibi-fied versions I see of him don't really have like a full cape. But I mean, how do you have like a full cape when you're that small? Okay. Like, a lot of the same stuff is still there. I don't know how they do it, how they fit it all in. I feel like I'm gonna have to, like, squish him. That part. I know that this is going to come around. And now that I'm actually getting into a bit more of the sketching of the actual body, I can kind of remove that. Maybe I can do like the full cape. Maybe it's asking too much. I might hurt myself doing this. Not gonna lie here. But maybe he should have more of a stern expression. Maybe Mouth a little higher. Now he kind of looks like Kirby. Really puffed up Kirby. Oh goodness, oh goodness. I'll figure it out later, I guess. This is the chronicles of my art is just, I'm gonna figure it out later. Okay, there's no way I can do that much intricate detail on the boots here. Oh my goodness. You know, I never realized that he wore high heels. He wears high heels. Does his chibi show high heels? I am going down all kind. Yeah, it looks like I'm not seeing any official chibis right now. But it seems like everywhere I look, he's wearing like the high heels. Let me see. Yeah, he wears the high heels. They're not as noticeable. Maybe the way that I draw his high heels is just kind of like a peg. Maybe that'll work. So let me just back in here. The pants. And then got hearts. Yes. Yeah, chibis are typically pretty simplified. I'm thinking I'm gonna simplify the boots, the high heel boots and the pants. Like this. I still have to keep a lot of the stuff in order to keep it recognizable as Riddle. But I can actually go like this. Take the little pegs and his boots are quite interesting. I'm not sure how to feel about this shape. It looks a little bit like something else, but that's just because of the fact it's heart-shaped. And yes, Z, he is definitely still short because he's Riddle. And it's made even funnier when you put him in chibi form because, well, he's Riddle. He's short. Maybe I'll simplify the hearts up here just by, like, making them really simple hearts. Like the gold around it, but then, like... Don't ask how I can see anything through this scribble mess. I honestly can't. But I figure it out when I'm actually, like, inking it. And I have little tricks that I'm gonna use during this drawing to actually, like, do what I need to. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of. I mean, it's, like, super simplified because I'm looking at, like, basically stubs here. Because, like, it's effectively like this. I mean, I could technically... It's not really a fully to the side. I'm gonna just undo all that. Because it's more like this. And then I got like the little, the heart. Yeah, the hearts and the roses. That's how he is distinguished. People often don't realize the hell that you have to go through in order to cheapify something. I'm fully aware. Especially in this moment. At this time. Riddle is very over the top, which is why he has to be like this. I'm gonna go ahead and back out of here. Always save your work. Yeah, I imagine a duck is not the easiest thing to work with. The bill is, how do you say, tricky? Yes, they are murder. Honestly. I mean, you can see, I started this new model here, which I'm kind of digging. But, you know, obviously, this is just the sketch. It's gonna have some changes along the way. So I know, his arm is gonna come out from around here. Gonna have his little hand up here. Oh my goodness, this is just turning into absolute murder. And then I imagine that his other arm, uncaped, because I am ignoring this thing, is gonna kind of come around. Oh, another fun fact. Chibis don't have bones. So you can deform them in whatever squiggly way you want. However, you still need to make them structurally sound. So like it's gonna come around like this. Okay. I think I have enough of this to actually get started on the inking. I know this sounds really crazy to go, I'm gonna go straight to the inking from this, whatever you want to call it. But hear me out. I got a plan. I got a plan. Oh. Do I have a plan? I know this comes around here. And this is its own thing. And it's like this. And let me see. I think I might actually bring this in a bit more. I mean, this comes around here, that comes up, then this comes in, and maybe like stick a rose right there. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so here's kind of how I do my line art. I use a vector layer. I cheat with this, okay? That's the most important part. You gotta cheat if you don't know how to draw. Never mind the fact that I've created many pieces of art. Just, I am professionally unprofessional. So I go ahead, I name this lines. And then I just come in with black because why not? So, I need to figure out the most important parts of him to stand out first. Another thing is I need to figure out what my line density is gonna be. I feel like the 8 is probably gonna be the best for most of it. I use a tablet so I can kind of vary the thick and thinness, which is nice. Here's why I use the vectors. Because this whole symmetry thing, I can't really do. Also, this I feel like should be a little bit more big and over. So I'm gonna have to like, I'm gonna do it like this. Oh, Fred. I'm gonna actually zoom in because there's nothing like looking at your art super zoomed in. Okay. Here's where the vector part comes in because of me sucking. So I use the vector eraser, which allows me to very selectively erase things. You'll notice that I have a lot of like little strays. If I come through like that, completely deletes that extra bit. Go through right there, totally gone. Also gonna lower the opacity on that now, since I need to be able to see what I'm doing. That's one of the most important parts of Riddle. I'm gonna start with that. And then his beautiful lashes. When you look at his lashes, they're kind of straight. They're not too thick, but they're kind of thick. So I'm just gonna kind of, until I get it right. Okay, that is too thick. For the top lash, that's fine. But I don't want this to be... And you see, I accidentally missed that. That's okay. Because, got this little trick here. And if I screw up, I can just kind of come in here and like connect the dots, literally. And voila, it's fixed. I can also come in here, correct the line width. This is a little bit thick right there, and then this needs to be thicker. So I'm gonna use the narrow. I'm gonna use this like right here. Notice that the line got a little bit less intense. Do it more. It's a little bit more manageable. I feel like I want to weaken it just a little bit, but not quite as much. There we go. Thicken. I'm over here like this. Over here like this. This. And then this. Narrow that. Wonderful. Another thing to note when I actually get into the coloring stage is his lashes are actually, they have like red. It's not just black. So I will have to recolor that when I'm actually in the coloring stage. Right now I'm just doing the lines, which are all black, but that will change because he's Riddle. He's got a lot of red. Okay. So, all joking aside here, I want to do kind of the round eyes. Oopsie, I went over again, it's fine. Okay. I'm not quite a fan of that one. I'm gonna kind of come in like this. Okay, that's better. I like the more rounded. And it's okay if it overlaps a little bit because I come in like that, it's gone. Boom. Okay. Pin this up a little bit. I'm gonna come in here with his little antenna. And it's worth noting that the sketch does not always end up being the exact thing I follow. There we go. Got a little bit of perspective going on. Because he's turning his head. Let's see. I guess now would be a good time to start on... No, let me just look at his eyebrows again. Okay, they're not super covered up by hair. However, he is very small. So, I kind of give a little bit like the angry, because he's almost never happy. Like he's always mad about something. And now is the more fun part of the rest of the hair that is not the weird antenna part. Which I could get just kind of come in like this. Oh, not quite. Okay. And then the important thing about this part, bangs don't really quite get fully into his face. But they do come to the side. Now, here comes another fun part with the... This totally erases that entire bit. There we go. Okay, we are getting somewhere. So I think I'm gonna do just like a little ear poke. Like a little itty bitty ear poke, not anything crazy. And then I'm gonna come over here and just kind of do the rest of his bangs, which are quite interesting. Because he has like weird hairs that like come in from the side. And then let's not forget up here. Now this is a fun little part. You would expect that I would just like weirdly go over like without going through here. But remember when I mentioned the eraser thing? Yeah, no. I just literally go for it. And that's how I keep the continuity with the hair. Oh gosh, I'm really trying to get this just... There we go. So the way I fix this, come in here. Sometimes there'll be like this weird one that doesn't really want to do what you want it to do. So then you just kind of have to roll with it. I guess that's fine. Everything is fine. And because of the way I did that, he has a nice thicker border for the edge of his hair because I used more pressure. Now, here's gonna be the fun, challenging part is actually finishing his face. Okay. I want it to be round. Oh wait, did I? Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. This is yes. I don't know how I just did this, but this is a yes all the way. Okay. No long thick chin. He now looks actually more like a chibi. This is why I don't obsess over the sketch stage. Then now I just kind of, whoops, wrong one. I just kind of come in here. There we go. And now we have a cute little Riddle haircut. I just gotta get the other side. Okay. Oh boy. The other side. The other side is gonna be killer. I'm gonna do a little while I figure this out. Like that, but there we go. That's better. Okay. So I got that figured out. Oh, lordy. It's actually looking like Riddle's face. It's very cute. I want to look at that little antenna part of his hair again. It kind of like comes from almost like the side. So I almost kind of want to like extend that up. But I think I'm going to leave it like that, like an M. Because, why not? So I'm going to come in here. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm going to come back to that when I'm not just all over the place. And I'm going to figure out the rest of his body now. I'm also going to save because you never know when the unsaved work gremlin will come in and just destroy everything that you've worked for. Okay. Next plan of action. I want to start up here. So, looking... Okay. I could play... And then, like this. Okay, that is too thick of a line. I need a thinner line. Not too thin. There we go. Little tiny itty bitty crest thingamajig. And the way that... Okay, it pops out at the side. Yeah, which I kind of drew here. Boom. And now, normally I would do lines like on just one layer. His outfit is so complex that I think I'm gonna do body lines. Because as I start like crossing over and stuff, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to erase things I don't want if the layers are separate, because it'll still count it as an intersecting line. Okay, so that's for like the little details here. So I know that this little thing right here is actually... Yeah, it's actually a ribbon. So what I'm gonna kind of... I think I'm gonna do 8 like this. Because it has to be a perfect H. Okay. I need to make this into a vector layer. Otherwise I can't cheat. Cheating is good. Cheating is very good. At least when you suck at art. You see like these little weird curvy doos? Yeah, no, that curve never happened. You don't see a curve. Because I did not curve. Yeah. Okay. Right on. How many of these little dots? Okay. This is much better. It has like the circle and it has like the little frills around it. Like this. This. Holy cow, that was like perfect. Perfect circle. That was terrible symmetry here. Is good enough for me. Although I don't like that the H touching. To lift that up. Ay Dios. Okay. And then that's just a ribbon down. Okay. Now, remind me again why I picked Riddle. Besides the fact that he is absolutely adorable. I feel like I'm gonna butcher him now. Okay, I can't. There we go. I did use my little eraser do. Okay. I'm gonna come back in here. And make this more fluid. There we go. Not quite what I wanted. Close enough. This is how I get perfect lines, guys. I mean, yeah, he's always gonna be reprimanding because of some arbitrary rule. Let's not forget about the rule about a cat has to play the violin if you eat meat on the night of a full moon. That was a really weird one. Lordy. I might have like multiple puns. I'm not gonna lie. I think this actually, I might make this like the accessories. Accessories lines. Because like, this is just a lot. If I come back over here, this is not really accessories, but it's like the little like flourish, like frilly stuff. And excuse me, I have the hiccups. Drink something. Like he has like these little buttons and stuff. And I would love to have like the little buttons. I don't know if there's room for them. And now like I have like room for like a little bit more. Could like up here and do like this, rotate, bring that up. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And then what else? I mean, that technically should be like on the accessories layer, but usually have everything like in a different tab, but like I'm trying to show like my thought process here. There's like the collar. And there's like ribbons that come out of this that match the house. I'm gonna do it like this. There we go. Because that comes over that, which comes over the heart, which I already mentioned, like this. Oh, that was beautiful. I didn't think I could do that. Okay, so that is like this part of his. Still has like that checkers. But if you look at this one, he doesn't have it. I think it's safe to say that if he doesn't have like the giant cape, I can leave that part out. I think that's part of the giant cape. Lordy. And then let's not forget about the fact that he has like that little ribbon. It's supposed to be way further down. This is part of the accessories bit, so I'm gonna try doing like, we'll do like this, shrink it a little. Like comes over like that little bottom area. Okay, I shrunk it a little bit too. Because this is like the accessory stuff, I'm moving that layer on top. So going to come back in here. How is this situated again? I hate having to flip back and forth. Okay, so it's like art. Because I think of the, what do you call it? Like the shirt in the middle. Like a really light line. Because it's really, really light. He's got these little things. That. And then since that is on top, boom. Perfect. So then, I believe that has like a bottom rimming. Yeah, because that goes around. Of course, his arms are going to be hiding half of this. Wait, does the top part show? I think, yeah, the top part shows. So I can't quite fully do it like that. Then I can always come through here. Ooh, oh. There we go. Erase that. I like my little cheats. Make life easier. Okay. And then this part kind of just comes down and around. And this opens up kind of like lips. Okay. They really made the characters really beautiful. But man, is it hard. That. Boom. That's what I love about layering and about vector lines, is I can kind of cheat my way through that stuff. I really just... I can't really properly visualize everything, so like... It just helps to have like a really easy way to like... not have to worry about it. Okay, that was really weird. Let me double check how it's... Okay, so it's basically the same thing. I just kind of over exaggerated it. And I do like this. Like this. Do this at this point. And then I can just, woo, and move any of these weird control points, or I can delete them when they're not making sense. That's not to say you should delete every one when they're not making sense, but you can delete the control points and be fine. You can always add them back in. Okay, I keep doing that out of habit. Ugh. Okay, so I see he has like it kind of comes down over here too. Okay, so and it comes up. Okay, now is gonna be kind of the fun time where I try to figure out, okay, how do I do this? If I look at like this kind of ribbon thing, it comes up over here. It crosses over. And I feel... is over. It's like barely hanging on. So I'm actually gonna put this on accessory. Come on. That and okay. Now I can erase the lines that are under this. Because that just looks weird. You know, I feel like the coat thing should be kind of, cape thing should be kind of coming down. By the same token, do it from about here. Yeah, I'm gonna do weird control points. You didn't notice. Okay. I know the cape will come down kind of like that. I'm gonna need a way to put the boots. I also need to actually properly stripe this. I think maybe I might wait for the color stage for that. See? Okay. But at least now I can actually see what I'm looking at here. I can see the arm's supposed to come over this way. The other arm's supposed to go over that way. This can kind of like be hidden a little bit. It's actually starting to turn out pretty cute. Okay. I'm a little bit ADHD. Actually a lot of it ADHD. So I'm just gonna do arms. Lines. Again, normally I don't separate my lines, but Riddle is just... he's like extra. He's like really not the easiest thing to draw. Although, with this little space opened up, I can add a rose. So there's that. However, he is still short. Okay. I'm gonna make it actually a 6. I'm gonna be coming in like this. His arms are made of jello. Actually, I'm gonna look at his little cape thing. Okay, it does actually kind of come up behind him. That gives me a little bit of an excuse if I want to, like, say, do a little bit more like, aerial angle, I guess. Screw it. I'm just gonna... This is what a lot of my time is spent doing. I stare at it, trying to figure out what the best way to go about it will be. And this time I have opted for the ginormous arm in the way. Okay. So kind of dim these. You look at his. Okay. That's another little challenge. Is getting the right. Okay, you are gonna go. Okay. Da-da-da. Delete that control point and that control point. Also that control point. And the reason is because the ends are just too thin. I don't need that many like dots in this anyway. It has like that kind of cuff and then the gloves. So in reality, actually, I do the actual normal eraser here because I need it to erase a decent amount. I have to come in a little bit thinner here and do 4.5. So coming in right here. What part of I don't want? You are not cooperating. It's like it's got the cuff. Means whoop. Okay, I am really quite fan here. Don't know what this is. Don't ask me what it is. I don't know what it is. Okay. Let's try to figure this out. We got this really weird thing going on. I'm gonna just go here and then delete the whole line. Delete that. Gone. Okay, I deleted some of that. Back to the touching parts only. And then naturally he's got like the little trimming. Questions, what exactly? That's like on the outside area. That's gonna be facing. It's also the bottom. So it's gonna be like right here. That. Okay, now to get rid of the weird parts. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Actually. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Okay, I think that's about as close as I can get. And then he got like the little doodad. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna take a very quick potty break. I will be right back. And I am sorry about that. Back to problem solving. All right. And this is not turning out nearly as bad as I thought it was going to turn out. Especially considering, you know, I don't normally do fan art. Okay. So then he has the gloves. But because of how this is, actually, like, because the perspective, I could do edit, transform, free transform. do this. Okay. And then I can fix this weirdness. There we go. Yeah, that was a bit weird. I know. Okay. That's better. All right. And then over here, I'm gonna have the other arm. Oh, Riddle. I'm gonna do this to make things a little bit easier as I'm trying to and then there's like this happening over here. And actually, when you look at the way that the chibi hand really should be, there we go. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I think I successfully did that. Vector lines are not that hard. You just have to know really what you're doing, because like when you look here, you're like, oh, what is this cluster? But the thing is it makes life so much easier. The really important thing here that you can remember too is like if you do layer it like I have it here, which is not typically how I layer it, you can use the vector eraser to just get rid of everything that is like overlapping weirdly. Of course, in this case, I'm gonna fix this really quickly, put this where it should go. But vector lines are like my savior and my cheat code. Because like, for example, you see how like the hair goes over the arm, but you know that logically the arm is under, like behind the hair. Well, if you are careful enough, with a small enough eraser here, you can actually go boop, and it completely cuts out the line. So then you only see the hair coming through. Now that's kind of really important here, which I'm on the arms layer and I was getting rid of that extra arm line. That comes into really important play here, because if you're using the middle one right here, erase up to intersection, that is huge. Because while this looks like a cluster, if I want to make my lines more easily seen, like if I want to make them, for example, make it bright orange. Wow, already I can see those specific lines, which, you know, you could already do that with the clipping layer. But now if I want to get rid of the lines that are underneath, because, you know, they're obviously not showing, the way you can do this is you go back to the layer. I recommend saving before doing this. You see all that hard work that I put into all this? Yeah, I just kind of go through like this, because the arms are overlapping over it. And all this stuff will just basically disappear. It's a really nice little way to do that. Now, the downside is if you do accidentally mess something up, you have to then go back and fix it. But as you see, it actually perfectly did that for me. Also, this is just helpful for like if you find like the lines are a little weird, you can just kind of go through and fix them. Delete control point. I don't need that extra thingy. Move control point. That closer. And you can see where everything goes. So that's kind of like the nice thing about that. And then obviously you can turn that back off. Like a really helpful thing to have. I think I'm actually gonna do that on all my layers. Just make my life easier. Because again, I normally don't do that. It just happens to be that with this, because it's just so complex, I'm like, I need some way to keep my sanity. Oh man. Okay, zooming back out. I know I have like this little blank space here, which, I mean, I could probably come in over here if I wanted to, and just kind of do it more like this. And as you can see, it doesn't matter that I have a hand that shakes as much as a man who has Parkinson's. But the vectors just kind of save me, because I can move anything where I want. Let's say I want a little bit more curve in here. Just kind of come in here, do that. Bam, I have a new control point, and I can kind of further readjust something. Which is really, really useful. So, let's see here. So this part... Okay, so I can actually kind of draw the cape now. Oh man. I'm gonna do this number. Looks like a super faint line, and it kind of is, because it's kind of tapering because of the way that I drew it. Which actually, you know what? I'm gonna delete these control points. They're just a little bit too thin. However, I do want this to come up here. And I want a little bit more curvature, so I'll just add an extra one in the middle. Here we go. That is perfect. Wonderful. Okay. I feel like the hardest part is over. Arm line is a little bit heavy. So I'm just gonna correct the width and narrow it. Whenever you do this, you kind of want to make sure you do like the whole line that you're trying to do, because it'll basically do mostly just the what do you call it? The control, like from control point to control point. Which, you know, obviously is not necessarily what you want. Let me look back up over here again. Like, kind of like Kate kind of comes over anyway. I don't feel like drawing that part. It's just, it's too much work. There we go. That's a little bit better. I'm gonna leave the cape right there for now. And I think the next order of business, I'm gonna hate this part. I think I'm gonna do another vector layer for his little feetsies here. Vector. I hope y'all are learning something, at least. Because I'm not terrific at drawing, but I've learned how to, like, jerry-rig it to make it look like I know what I'm doing. Let's see here. So I'm gonna do boots, lines. This is already just chaos because he is chaos. Okay. Pray for me here. So got these that come down. Decided I was gonna do it kind of square. Oh man. I'm gonna do perfect little heart. Another perfect little heart. And because I suck at connecting the dots, I'm gonna literally connect the dots right here. And just, there we go. Literally have a connected heart. Okay, and then I'm also gonna make a clipping layer. Make these easy to identify. Because what do you call it? Because I am terrible. Do maybe like that kind of green? Maybe like that kind of green. I am terrible at this. I'm gonna do purple. Because I don't have any purple yet. Purple's easy to see. Okay. And then I need to kind of bring down that because, well, I guess maybe keep it like a 4. wrong thing. I need to do on this layer. Again, do not draw on the wrong layer. You will regret it more often than not. Okay. On the middle. I need to fix this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hate when you get like little clusters. I'm gonna like delete half of it. Because it's not doing me any favors to have that many control points. Okay. Okay. Is this so weird? Okay, I'm gonna delete half of this like ending because they don't make sense. Okay, this is not quite the box I wanted. I wanted a box for the shoes. Oh well, it's close enough. Okay. And then wazam! Not quite what I wanted. And voila. Wow. Okay. I see how this works. And just delete a lot of these control points again. They are not needed. Okay. Move. Need to move this down here. This down here. Okay. Okay, all right. And these have like the little spades on the side, so I'm just gonna do it like that. This and this comes down. All right, and then thank goodness for digital art. For a pencil and pen could not do me this much justice. Nothing against pencils and pens. However, I am not good at using them. Okay. Alright. I think I got something. Okay. Just to see where we stand, let's... Oh my goodness, that's so much better than I had expected. Okay. I think we are about out of the worst of it. I am seeing some dark spots up here, which tells me, yep, I have some stuff to erase. Oh man. Erase that. That's overlapping with the ribbon. Erase that because that is overlapping with the arm. Erase this. Erase that. Feel bad for this little ribbon. I'm gonna figure out which I'm gonna be actually. Ooh. I need to delete the boots lines there. Okay. That line is going a little too far. When that happens, delete any extra. There we go. And of course, this isn't gonna stay bright, but let me see how that, you got that, I mean, I see this little guy over here. And I think this technically will be displayed over top the boots. So I would need to actually still delete. Oh goodness. Okay, there is not an easy way to do this. I'm gonna do add. Oh, it's because it's right there. I'm gonna add this control point here. Make this really close to that one. Really close. And then I'm gonna do that. A nice little trick I have. Wait, no. Not what I wanted. Basically back to square one. But you know what? I could do like this. Because it's like over the... And then if I erase from here... Yes. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. See, I wing it. I wing it until I get it right. Fix the trajectory of that. Okay, now I gotta fix those over here. Okay. Alright. Saving time. Because I'm not going through that travesty ever again. I love Riddle. Not going through. Let me see here. Its arm needs to be fixed right here. Not that one. Just that. I guess that one. Okay. Alright. So with all of this out of the way, I think oh no, what did I do? Did I literally make these lines? Yeah, I made these lines literally. Okay. I'll fix this. I will fix this. There we go. We have black lines again. Again, be careful of what you're actually doing. You never know. Okay. And because I can see a little bit of a discrepancy here. Free transform. The good news is you can warp vector lines pretty well without it really being noticeable. Kind of do it like this. Okay, done. And then like this. And it's okay. It's alright. Because we have our vector line tools. This seems like a lot of work until you realize it's a lot easier when you are someone who does not have very good control of their hands. Actually gonna do this, and you can actually do a little trick. Connect vector lines. What? You were supposed to connect, not disappear. Ugh. Okay. I guess I'm doing this the hard way. Getting rid of extras. Moving. Oh. Okay. I'm feeling much better about that. And then I'm gonna do a little that's a little too close. I'm gonna do like this. And then, oh my goodness, the hard part is done. Finally. Okay. I am going to also make my life easier by temporarily removing this. I'm going to use the magic wand in just a moment. Everything needs to come from the color base. Way you do that, start out by using the magic wand on the whole thing. And some people may know there is this nice little trick called invert selected area. Then you can just get the little fill with your color selected. Now there will be a few spots that I have to fix, but otherwise the base color is down, which means I won't have any weird little peeksies happening with random hairs, which happens a lot. Oh my goodness, I didn't think I would get to this point. Thank you guys for hanging with me for this fun little exercise here. A little white spot. Usually it gets about all the white spots. Sometimes a few slip through cracks. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay, that's just the lines. Okay. I'm ready. I am ready for this. I'm gonna take a drink and then get started on the color. Yeah, honestly, I didn't think I could draw Riddle. I honestly didn't think I could draw Riddle. But you literally watched me do it. So, it can be done. It can be done. I'm still very happy with the little happy accent that happened with his face. Because my goodness. Now the good news is, when it comes to the color, I'm making this visible again. I can bring this closer now. The really good news about the color is it's actually fairly simple. Because with a chibi, you don't have to get super into the detail. You just put down flat colors, and you do a little bit of shading. And that's it. You're pretty much set after that. What part first? Well, first of all, I need to change my paper color to something that is not at all in this picture. So I'm gonna do purple. And as you can see, because of the way that I originally did the base color, none of the purple's like seeping through on the color base. However, there are a few spots I'm seeing where a little eraser action is needed. Let me just make sure, like, double check. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then up here. Brown. Okay. Also, you're not just watching him be chibified, but you're watching him be chibified in my style. Which I guess isn't really saying much, but it's kind of a very simplistic, cutesy style. I mean, you see me on screen right now. So you got an idea of what my style typically is. Although this model that I am showing you right now was actually drawn over a year ago. Over a year and a half ago, actually. I guess it's not the best representation. I guess I'm gonna start from the ground up. I'm gonna start with his maybe skin or his eyes. I think I'm gonna start with his eyes. Eye whites. Because yeah. Okay. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. I really do like using the G pen. I know that a lot of people are like, I have my specific brushes that I use for everything. And I'm like, I use the freaking default G pen. For like everything. I did that for the vector lines. I did that for literally everything. I do it for the freaking inking. Okay. I'm noticing, okay. Yeah. Awesome. So then this other eye, I can literally just come in like this. Wonderful. And don't really need to do the eye white right there. However, I'm like a little peeksy here. I don't like the eye white peeking under the lash line here, so I'm erasing that. I'm a little bit picky with how I draw these things. I will need to recolor his eyebrows because those are supposed to be red. Okay. So since we're on his eyes, next thing is he has kind of blue eyes. Now, I'm not sure that I want to really use quite that blue. I am going to use that as like a starting point. I imagine that his blue is a little bit more like that. Okay. Bert, Iris. Again, this is kind of the more easy part. To decide if that's hair or if that's hair. Yeah, that's hair. Okay. So, starts out with that blue. Because I'm weird, I can't actually continue on to the other flats from here. I'm gonna start doing some work on the iris here. One of the things that I like to do in order to kind of create depth, I'll kind of create a little bit of a gradient back here. And then I'm gonna do the pupil on top here. For the pupil, I'm gonna do like close to black. And this needs to drop down. I use the soft airbrush really for this. Now this might look a little scary at first, but I assure you, and a little bit darker. Like that. And then I'll be putting in the highlights later. You can kind of see kind of like a gradient and like darker there. And then the eye white too, I like to give it a little bit of character before I move on, because it just feels weird. And he doesn't have anything really special with that, so just a light gray. You won't really see it right now because we have him on a gray base, but you can kind of see the depth a little different. Like that. There we go. Okay. On to the next part, which I'm gonna say is gonna be his skin. He doesn't show much skin. That is for sure. So his skin is pretty fair. For the base, I used the lighter color. And yes, I picked directly from the reference image because it's the closest that you can really get to, like, actually accurate. All that part. He looks like Silver right now. He kind of looks like Silver with the way that his hair is. Oh my goodness. Poor Riddle. I'm sorry, Riddle. You'll have your red back soon. I mean, you actually never had your red, so I shouldn't be saying that. And then I gotta come in through here. I think I'm gonna put that under the eye white because it's just I don't want to deal with it. This. I know that a lot of people will be like, use the expand by 1 pixel, and I never find that helps me at all. It never helps me. So I kind of don't. I don't ever really recommend it either. What I usually do is I just kind of fill in the little dots that are missing. Because if you try to expand it too much and your liner isn't thick enough, then you end up like coloring outside the line. And that's not necessarily the look that you're trying to go for. I do know when I do color like the line art and stuff, I'm gonna do like a bit of red, his lashes and his eyebrows. Yeah, I think that's the last of it for the skin. The next part, I guess the next part would be like his hair. So the main color of his hair is this. And then the highlight is this. Now that's really important details because of when I do the highlights, you know. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna actually bring this up over Bert hair. And then I'm gonna do woo. Oh my goodness, he's starting to look like Riddle again. Hooray! Now he won't entirely be able to because I'll have to go through and fix it. But the areas that don't... Ah! I'm not trying to move this. Uh-huh. Oh, did not select what I wanted. Oh well. I got the majority selected. Well, that's all that matters. Coming in here. Getting those little strands of red hair. In the butt Riddle. Oh no, his hair is bleeding. Not for long. Ugh. Okay, I think I about got his hair. Now, because I am a little bit of a psychopath, I am going to go through and take care of his highlighting in his hair, because I will go insane. So his is kind of like blocked out, and then like in the ends, like painted. I don't like that. I have a brush in here. Don't mind the really giant paw prints. Soft shine. Maybe this will work. Okay. I need to like sensation, but I think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay. So sometimes like whenever I have like weird pieces like this, I'll come in like this with it selected already. And then kind of because I suck at keeping things within the lines. On the flip side, you can get like a nice like change in like how you want everything to look when you do it like this. Like for example, I can do really harsh like that, and then in the tips here I can come in like this. Without it really affecting too much. Of course, you know, he has to have like that shine in the back. I really like this, that this is a very like natural shine brush. One of the really nice things about Clip Studio is that like you can look through the asset store and just be amazed by everything that they have. Okay. Perfect. Now that doesn't include like the little itty bitty highlights, which will be going on the end along with his eye highlights. But you get the drift. Now we have his crown. Now this right here, I'm actually gonna come in and I am going to correct the width. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna delete this whole point. Oopsie, not the right one. I really don't like that little poking into the... There we go. That is perfect. I can now stop feeling awkward. No more poking into the piece of hair. Ugh. Okay. What next? What next? Lordy. I could get started on the white. Which I think is like the most off-white of like any... Yeah, it's like super off-white. Like it's there, but it's not there. If you know what I'm saying. Clothing white. Okay. Back to our wonderful wand. And to figure out what part is actually white in all this. Oh. This is not the easy part at all. I don't care if I did happen to say it was the easy part earlier. It's not the easy part. Okay. So some of the white is seeping through. Can't have that showing up. Even if his clothing is mostly white. 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 I don't know why sometimes like some of the fills get cut off weirdly. Never understood that. And then I have to erase this again. I'm very particular about my fills. Okay. White. White. My allergies are killing me. I swear. Okay. Still. I'm not sure what that is, so I'm gonna pretend that that's white too. Oh right, that's actually part of the. Okay, I can't pretend that that's right. That's part of the red that goes around. Oh my goodness, I just realized that the red part of this has the card types, the spades, hearts. Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice. Okay, get it together, Lucky. So that was... Okay. Any more white? I think that's it for the white. Feels weird to just leave that, but I guess if there's no more white, there's no more. Oh boy, wait. I missed a spot. I was like, where the heck is there any more white? Like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. What? Okay. Now there's no more white. Once again, I save because the lost progress goblins will get to me otherwise. There's no white down here. It's white in the pants. Yeah, people do usually use off-white for the eyes, and I usually use like off-white for like the shadowing of the eyes. It just depends on the piece. Like in this case, it's fairly well lit because it's a very simple picture, so like I'm not going out of my way to like do anything super, super crazy, but the off-white is there for the shadow. It looks like a freaking night right now because of the gray. Ugh, but oh my gosh, he's so cute. So what I'm gonna do next, there is a few places here where there's gold. Obviously, this is not translating over. I'm not doing that. It's pretty. I'm not doing it. I think I'm gonna move on to the... I'm gonna say the crown. Just a normal gold crown. Crown. I mean, this is a fairly straightforward... God, I hate allergies. This is just a really straightforward bit here. You'd think it would be a little bit more complex, but I think it's like intentionally simple. And yeah, I know I did his crown a little bit different. I didn't really want to do the little balls on top. I get, you know, the design, but like I feel like he deserves more of like a crown and less of like a jester crown, if that makes sense. And then I'm gonna use a little bit, I'm not really gonna bother with like doing anything crazy for the inside, but just like darkening it a little bit. I could use a clipping mask for this, but like, why use an extra mask on this when it's not necessary? Now, what is necessary is I'm gonna do a nice little trick. Do it like this. Soft. Like I'm using a clipping mask. Except I'm not. And then I can kind of come in here with that and just kind of round it out. Yeah, that's looking good. Nothing crazy. And you know what? May as well get on with the gold. I'm ready for it. Clothing gold. Okay. So there's gonna be several areas in here. Basically use this kind of a color. Used here, not quite here, but so just once again, I'm gonna come in here with this wonderful tool. And little crown. And erase. Okay. And then the gold buttons and the gold trimming, of course. I want to emphasize that if you ever think you can't draw, look at me. I'm a duck who's figured out ways of like jerry-rigging and drawing together and convincing people that I can draw. It's really just a lot of imitation and trial and error. Because I'm not exactly the best when it comes to things. You know, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm turning the transparent pixels locked, and I'm just gonna kind of, I notice that here, like on the outside, does that. That's just like a nice little, doesn't need to have the extra line that was bothering me. And now I can go back to normal. See ya, Fawn. I'm gonna try to finish this up and see where it ends up, because he's looking real cute. Okay. Looking down here. Old. Yeah, so it's these parts that need the... There we go. This, I think I'm just gonna have to go in here because it's so thin. Ah! Coloring time, like coloring with colored pencils. Get to watch the color fill things in. I'm gonna deal with the aftermath of that in a moment. Oh man, I am so sloppy. Yep, totally outside the boundaries. I do not know how to respect boundaries, at least when it comes to lines on drawings. One of my biggest weaknesses. Okay. All right. I think we made some progress. Oh. For the hearts on here, I think I'm gonna do, because it's two different. Of course they have to make the design difficult. I'm gonna move on, I think. Maybe I'm gonna do this. This. And then just delete this. I could have used the magic wand, made my life easier. I didn't. I don't know why. Okay, that's too much. There we go. No craziness. And then I can come in through here. Second, I see white. I have to fix that. I'm gonna fix this. There we are. Totally fixed. And that too. Okay. I think that's good on the white. They made his design so difficult. So now I'm gonna have to be doing like red and black that isn't actually black. I just realized his heel is like actually fully. I'm gonna leave it like that. Because it's a modified. It's fine. It's okay. I think what I'm gonna do for the hearts, like make them half and half, or maybe I'll just make one black and one red. I'm still mismatching like that. This black is more like a purple, I noticed. But in any case, I'm gonna move on to the next color. I'm doing black in air quotes because it's not quite black. I mean, it's got black qualities, it's not black. Okay. And those can be diamonds. Yeah. That. Got that. And that. Okay. This. And this is where I say I can't draw, I can't color within the line. Okay, back to the quote-unquote black. Okay. Oh wait, realize on the other. Why you do me like this, Gold? Thought we were pals. Okay. Black. Black. Yes. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And then... and then we got... gloves. Gloves. Right, or his right heart. You know, that's red. This is black. Oh man. Riddle is not easy to draw. Why did I think that's a good idea? I think that's actually part of the gold. I'm gonna go back to the gold. I'm just gonna... black. And then, I guess... I think... I can do, like, that part? Maybe? And this part is actually kind of easy. Because, like, I come in like this. And I just... There we go. That should be red. That'll be red. Except for this part. Which I'm envisioning. Which I'll do it like that. Okay. There we go. Now I'm yellow. First layer. Yellow. And I'm gonna hide the black. And then I'm gonna go like this, like this, like this, like that. Ooh-wee. That was easy. However, and then okay, so that's done. All that's left is the red and then his skin. His skin needs to look right. Oh, and also highlights. Facial highlights. Okay, so for sleeves, red. Sleeve and I guess top part red. Sleeve, top part red. This. Also do. Wait, no, because that's a different red. Riddle. Is your name Riddle because of how many different questions I have to ask myself in order to draw you? Ugh. And then this on the other side was actually, yeah, that was actually part of that same red. I can use it here. Can't use it there, because that's for the strap. Just for that. Ugh. Why do you have to be complicated? And you know that Riddle would be upset if I got anything wrong. Yep, that's the regular. So I'm gonna do Burt main rose red. So I'm gonna do be this red. Ugh. You know, there's always gonna be that time when I have to go fix something that have already been fixed. Ugh, excuse me. Main rose red. Diamonds. Whoopsie. Whoopsie poopsie. Wrong color. I didn't realize. I know that's not the same robe. Yeah. Okay. In this part, and this, which I'm gonna make darker and stuff in here. I gotta get all this. Boom, baby. Okay. I think we're really close to done. I just now have to add some light shading details. You got this, Lucky. Saving now. Okay. On the white here, I'm just gonna kind of, oh wait, no. I need it to be a nice, clean, yes. Ever so slight. Of course. Boots are kind of covered. this off. Okay. That's the white. The red. In here, do a clipping layer. Whoopsie. Need to do this as an actual. I always forget. Ugh. Lighten it up a little, and then here, a little bit of a I know. That. Add a little depth to this. Just feel shading. Do not follow my example. There we go. Now here on these. Okay. I think that's pretty much all that needs to be done with that. Do this for the yellow clothes. And this is really easy. I just kind of give a little bit of depth to it. Literally just leaving a little bit of the remaining original. And then the quote-unquote black needs to be done. Flipping. Just leave those pretty simple. Wow. What a difference this is. However, I have a problem. I see friends, the little tiny bits that get through. Okay. I think like the last part. And that would be the skin. Let me see here. I'm gonna pick darker color and see if this works. If it doesn't work, well, yeah, it's not enough. He doesn't have a nose, but I'm making like there is a nose. Now you can see like 2 different shades. And obviously these bits in shadow are going to be darker. And now here comes the fun part. I get to put highlights on everything. And the way I do that is I go all the way to the top. And I make this a highlight. I don't literally make a layer like a highlight layer, but I do really come in with sharp white. And then I'll be able to go through with the line work, get a little bit of red, and then that'll be it. Little shines. A little button shine. And do this, kind of lighten it. Just a little bit of shine. I think I'm gonna leave it at that, honestly. So then, very, very final step. Really a save everything moment. Because now I have a riddle. And actually I'm gonna do this. You know what? First, I'm gonna do something that's very sacrilege, and I don't like to do it until I'm like close to the end of the work. I'm going to merge all visible layers except that. Merge visible layers. So now I can move him up here. And now I can fix my canvas size. Wow, what a stream this has been. So I can make this literally 550 by 550. Do this. Now here's the fun part. I'm gonna actually put that up. Magic wand. I'm going to invert And now I'm going to... Actually, I don't even need to do magic wand. Why am I doing magic wand? I can literally duplicate this layer, right? Hear me out. Block the pixels here. Do a dark red. A close to black red. Boom. Put him behind Riddle, right? And then I'm gonna do edit, transform, retransform. And this is where the magic happened, with doing like a shadow. So you're gonna do it more like this. Okay, and then filter, Gaussian blur. Wait, edit, undo. I forgot. Filter, Gaussian blur. There we go. I forgot to unlock the pixels. And as for the background, I am going to take a page out of the book of Mark Brunet. Find some random thing in here that I have. And just like use it. Oh, I like, is this? No, that's a brush. I'm looking for some random picture type thing that I can use. Image, let me do this. Do it like that. S. I am sorry if this upsets you with the fast-paced movement here. Oh. I think I found our winner here. Yep, we are downloading this. And as soon as it's done downloading, which it should be. Perfect. Okay. Now you might be wondering, what is this about? I can tell you. So, first of all, I'm gonna rasterize this, right? I'm gonna kind of fade it out. I'm gonna do a blur, motion blur. Do 18. I'm gonna do 18. And maybe a Gaussian blur on top of that. Yeah, there we go. And now to cap it all off, one last final touch. Nah. Maybe I will go like this and this. wants me to move everything. Uh, you know what? I have a trick. I'm gonna do edit, transform, scale rotate. Okay. Boom. Done. We are done, people. We are done. This is it. We did it. I would say that was a successful morning. I'm not sure if I could do this again, but you know, if there was anyone who wanted to watch, I would probably be up for it. Well, it is time for me to go. Thank you guys for coming, and I will see you guys next time. I am also on Twitter. I do post from time to time about what I'm doing and what I'm up to. So, yeah, just follow me if you haven't already. Thanks again.